Why, hello everybody, it's Joycelina and we are back here on the Just Vanilla server and I'm in front of my spooky house. And can you believe, of all the things I forgot a jack-o'-lantern. I mean, who forgets a jack-o'-lantern when you're building a house to decorate it for Halloween? Well, apparently I'm the dork that does that. Anyway, so for today, one of the things we're going to work on is putting the house back the way it's going to be normally. So we're going to de-spookify it, I guess would be the best way to say that. And then I'm going to do some interior decorating. So I will bring you back when we have a nice clean slate. And I'm going to set my bed inside the house and take a nap. Inside a house rather than in a cave under the ground, where it's no fun and there's no windows. So I will be back in a bit. I got everything cleaned up. I've left a few cracked books for you can see. I think there's like one here. There's a few along this in the porch area. I also left a few of the mossy bricks as well. And so yeah, but you would not believe how long it took me just to get that. Oh, look, I missed. Tedious cleaning things up, so I gotta clean that part up and then we'll be ready to get started on the interior. One of the things I need to figure out is how high I want my ceilings, and that will divide up the floors more evenly. And then here, actually, let's go check a look. Let's take a look inside. Really? I have to make this tower so big. Oh, and Benji's out. I freed him. He's not stuck in the hole. Yeah, so if you come on up here, I've been trying to see about how to use the stripped log. So this is dark oak, stripped dark oak, with a dark oak door. And this is my entryway so far. I've got a grand staircase, and that's about it. This is the second floor. So I know I'm going to do a ceiling here, which is why I took this out. I actually made this little stairway here to come up to the third level. But I think I'm going to actually... Here, I can take at least this much out because this will incorporate and go into a third level. It might just be storage. I'll probably be stepping down and then into a third floor that's going to have no windows, most likely, because then I'd have to make small little windows, like roofed windows areas. And I don't know if I want to do that. Boy, I am getting 24 frames per second. I don't know what the deal is. You'll probably be able to see it on the video where it's going to be a little fuzzy. So that's what I'm going to work on, is trying to figure out ceilings. I don't know if I want to do dark oak or something else, so I might have to do a little bit of tree chopping to get enough dark oak there. I am thinking, just to think along with you, I'm thinking I want it to be, so this is the top of this window. I'm probably going to want it to be right about here. So that's going to be my floor line. Yeah, I'm out. So we'll see. I'll let you know once I get it all figured out. Like I said, I might have to chop down some more dark oak to get that to happen and make its way through. And I will be back in just a bit. Oh, and I got a bed. I'm inside. I slept inside. I better sleep again as I'm thinking about it before the phantoms come and get me again. So, nighty-night. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I got the ceiling put in, and I think it is just about the right height. It gives some height in the room without it being too towering, and it gives me a nice upstairs that this will be a place where I can maybe do some storage or something. One of the things I noticed, it started raining, and every now and then you can see water dripping through, and I don't like that. So I went through and I put in some stairs along here, and what I might do is just put my storage right in here and put some whatchamacallits, some chests. So nice little areas that I'll be able to do. See, oh, this is going to drive me crazy. So I'm going to have to go through and put some stairs through here and block off the rain so I don't have to see it going drip, drip, drop, which I might have to do in all of this because I think this goes straight up into, yeah. So I don't want to see water dripping through. So I might end up doing some dark oak slabs along the roof line here to kind of make sure that it doesn't drop out. If I don't see it, I'm not going to worry about it, but like I can see it in these corners. And that is what I need to go ahead through and fix that. So anyway, that is the beginning of me kind of separating out. I've gotten the floors as far as how high I want each one. I think I extended, here I'm going to finish this up because otherwise I'll forget. I'm going to start looking at downstairs. That has the nice large area with the very high ceilings. Okay, now that that's done, I can come down here. Very high ceilings. I widened up this a little bit. It was only too wide because eventually I'll put fences in through here. And so this is going to be, I'm going to have to put in a drop ceiling. So even though this is the floor below, I don't like this line, so we'll probably end up putting in another layer of wood to create the ceiling, so then it's nice and consistent. And so that'll be nice and wide through there. And let me see. Then I'll have to start figuring out how I'm going to parse out the rooms down here, or if I want more of an open concept on the bottom floor, and then parse out, kind of divide the room here so that I have my nice master bedroom, and then over here. Or I just might say no walls and we just decorate. I don't know. I got to figure things out. But this definitely is going to be my storage area for things that I want. Oh, I kind of like how this turns out. So since I don't see the water coming through the ceilings here, that's great. So we'll just go ahead for a little bit of detail. Oh, I ran out. I know what I can do. Here, take that one. In each of the corners, and then it's a 3x3. I like that. See, sometimes you just goof off and do stuff, and then you're like, oh, that looks great. Gives it a little bit of detail. And it does. Okay, it's thundering and raining, so I'm gonna get back to work and trying to figure out how I want to decorate. Okay, one of the things I wanted to do is I'm down here in underneath back where like we've been strip mining, and I created a little space to be able to collect mushrooms. And I'm actually after the stems, because one of the things I want to do in the kitchen area is I would like to use the stems as, it's a very cool block to kind of either look like wallpaper or look like a nice backsplash. So I'm going to use that in the kitchen area. Wanted to make sure I got a stack of it before proceeding on. So I did. You know, it used to be where when you collected this, it would end up being the same block as the mushroom that you were collecting. So I have no idea when it changed to this. I thought I was going to have to go through, I saw a long time ago, long time ago, many years, Generic B, I'm sure you guys have heard of him, used to use, he would put down the mushroom, and he would spam it with the bone meal near where he wanted to collect it. And then you'd have to clear out everything else and only the stem. And then you'd have to basically put pistons and push them, because if you broke the block, it didn't look like the mushroom stem. And so the only way you could get that look was to be able to use pistons and push the stems into the area where you wanted it to be, which meant if you wanted it to be 5 or 6 levels tall, you'd have to wait until you got a mushroom with the right size stem and then go ahead and push it. What a pain. So I was very pleasantly surprised when I was thinking of using the stems when I found out in my creative world that, hey, they now have their own block. How fabulous. I mean, that was really good news. So I've gone ahead and collected over a stack, so it should be all that I need. So I think the first place that I'm going to get started in my new house is working on the kitchen. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back from Ghosties, and I'm trying to plan out what I want to do in this area. So I think this is going to be my kitchen area, and I might do this as a either large dining room or a combination dining room living area. But that's kind of what I'll be working on, I think. I don't know how much bigger I will make this. One of the things I was thinking I might do is that this wall may jet out even farther, and then it gives me
a way to cover up where the top floor comes in by one. So I don't know if you recall, but in the design of the building, we had the second story actually is indented a little bit, and that's what gives it that distinct look that it has. So I think I might be doing that. Oh my goodness, it's raining again on the server. So I'm going to definitely do the stone along here, and then it will also provide some depth around the windows. And one of the things I brought with me, and I have a lot more than 7, I promise, is the stem of the mushroom. And I'm going to do that as a kind of a wallpaper backing for at least along here and probably partly along this area, so that it will just kind of give it a look. So as we're putting in our blocks, it gives such a great just kind of look like you have some type of wallpaper or backsplash or whatever that is against there. So as we're setting things up and making this look like a neat little cooking area or whatever it is, that you'll have this as the backsplash. And I think I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on some of that. Definitely going to do putting this area in. I'm going to try to sleep a little bit. It's hard to record when there's the thunder and the lightning on the server because it's so loud. So I will get to it, and I will be back in a bit. Okay, so I have finished some of my walls. You really can't tell that I've increased it in the size until you start looking at where the windows are. So I made these indentations. I'll probably do some type of decoration in here. So this was just merely laying out what the wall is going to look like. I did this small indentation here because I wanted some type of transition as we get to the kitchen area. So this is going to be the kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and put some cabinet type structures up here and do some decorating there. I don't know what I'll do here. I might just put some type of just some decoration in through there, likely. And then over here on this side, I don't know if this is going to be like a great hall or what I'm going to do through here. I might do one more of these insets right through this area and then call that part good. So either this will be the dining area where so you have the kitchen and then the dining, or this will be kitchen and dining combined, and then this will be more of a living area. So I don't know for sure. And then my only thing that I don't like is that this comes so low inside of here. But I don't know if I want to hassle with trying to step it out one so that it goes up one level higher to get to that point. So we will see, because I do like the distance here. And heaven knows, I'm not making the whole building one block more that way just because I want a bigger, the landing up one step higher. That would be really the only solution. And that ain't going to happen. So we will just deal. It's not perfect, but we'll deal with it. So otherwise we could use this area coming under here, but right now that's the floor, and so that would not look good. So we might do some storage or something underneath here, and we'll see. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I've done so far. I had not decided, so I did round this out. So I wrapped this with the brick, and I have not decided yet, and I'll wait probably until I get the kitchen in, whether or not I do want to do a level of bricks or some type of design in the ceiling area here. So this is down one, but I used stairs so that it fed right into it. So I can use either keep it this way or use the stairs going in another way. But anyway, that's what I have done through this border. I kind of like it. Whoops, ouch. The way it is. I might do some type of transition, more decoration through here, and the doorway. So that's the doorway right now. So yeah, this is taking a little bit of time, but hopefully it will be worth it in the end. Hopefully I have enough brilliant ideas to get me through trying to fill in all of this space. So I will be back as soon as I get my kitchen area done. All right, so I have done some kind of decorating in the kitchen, and over here, you'll see I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my cupboards. So one idea was to just continue the wood and do the, what are the item frames? I'm like, what are they called? The item frames with a spruce trapdoor in there as the handles.
and looking at it that way. Then I decided to try with the different stripped logs, and actually the log end, the end of the log is right here. And this one is the dark oak, this is the spruce, this is the oak. I do think I like the dark oak color the best. And then was also dealing with what direction I might want to put the handles. I think I would stick with this version right here. So I'm thinking about doing that as some of the uppers. Then I had some of these with just some holes in it. Oh, my last one was trying just to see what it would look like with trapdoors, and I really didn't like how that looked overall. Not my favorite. And then just trying some different items as far as decoration is concerned. So I put the oven area, the oven and stove area here, because I saw that in some where you have kind of an industrial bigger item, and you know, having the hood range and the vent kind of hanging down, kind of a more contemporary feel. But this is where I probably am my own worst enemy, and tell me if this ever happens to you. So I'm looking at this going, my only thing I don't like about this is technically this would be blowing, this would be sucking the air, the smoke that you're cooking off of would be coming up, and it's supposed to be going out somewhere. But this is where my bed is. So that's not very realistic. So I'm going to leave it like this, but it kind of bugged me. Having it like that. So let me know what you think when you do things like this. Do you sit back and go, realistically, this could not go there. It should probably belong in the corner or something where I could have like just a 3-piece, 1, 2, 3 along here, and have it going up with a some type of same type of idea, but in the corner back there, or have it a little bit larger. So let me know in the comments what you think when you run into problems like this, where somehow something breaks the realism of what you've built, like it's not really going anywhere. So I'll leave it like this for now, and I will wait to hear what your thoughts are in the comments. So I think I'm going to go about changing everything, and so that will be the kitchen area, which leaves me enough room to have kind of like my dining area here in the same space, and then over here will be more of a living area. So I think that is going to be it for now, so I'll come back to you when more of this is completed. Well, it has taken me a little bit of time, but I have wrapped up doing this portion of the house. So this is still left blank. One of the first things I did is I came through and used some glowstone underneath the pistons, and because the pistons allow light through, we get the lighting effect without having to have torches everywhere. I set the table, and you can see for the end tables I added the trapdoors here so that they had the handles, the whatever you call them, the armrests. That would be it. Words, folks. And then just regular seating here with the nice high backs. Everybody gets a little something to eat. Some mushroom stew, some beetroot soup, some beef. And of course, this is my seat where I've got pumpkin pie and cake. Anything with sugar makes me happy. So this is where I'm going to be sitting. I used the cobblestone fence or wall, I guess you would say, cobblestone wall, and the torch on top. I wanted to use, you can see in my hand, I wanted to use iron bars. Oh, it would have been beautiful to have iron bars and then a torch on top, but you cannot do that. You cannot place a torch on top of iron bars, but it would have looked really nice. I went and added an armor stand here with some enchanted golden armor, so I think it has a great value. It looks very blingy, and of course I love the bling. So that is over here. Am I missing a light? No, I'm not. It just looks a little dark here. I have my shelves in, so I did it with the dark oak, the stripped dark oak logs through there, and the handles along there. I extended this before. It was just this high, this shelf, and I had it not as large. I brought it down a little bit in the middle here so that it could actually put a pot, the clay pot in there with a little cactus in there. And I also I had the bookshelves here and I had it just blank up above. And I didn't feel that really looked right. I felt like the bookshelves needed to be supported by something or to be attached to something. Just having them floating, it didn't look right. Finally, we've got our stove and oven area with the vent above. I think you saw that before, but that was kind of finalized. Also included some chests in here for storage. And that I think is going to do for those two areas. And now I need to work farther on this area. You'll see one of the things I did, I finished off the walls like I had mentioned, so they are a bit thicker. And I came through and I finished off the edge of the ceiling line. I need to do that through here. Do I have any? Not enough. So I'm going to go ahead and extend that out even farther through here and up and around that area. I probably will add windows in through here just because we don't have enough windows along the side. Make sure nothing's going to crawl in here. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do here is have some windows. It will look really nice. Bring in some light. Do I not have any spaces for you to go in? Oh, I don't. I'm out. Here, let me store something really quick. I don't need you right now. Give me my blocks. Give me my blocks. Yeah, so being able to look out along the area. I don't need this torch here because I did all the lighting throughout. So yeah, that will give it a little bit of some lighting in here and that will look nice. So this is going to be some type of living area. I haven't quite decided. And then I need to have a large chandelier coming down through here. So I think that's going to wrap it up here. Let me turn around so you can see it and see me. What's it look like? Ooh, that looks really great. So I think that's going to wrap up this area and this episode. I know it's shorter. It's only probably about 20 minutes long. But if I waited to finish more, it's going to be yet another month is all I can say. So it's coming up on about a month since my last Minecraft video. And it's taken me a week to do all of this on and off. I do actually have another episode that will be coming out not so long because I went and stopped by a few different bases. And so I will share those with you. So I think I had mentioned earlier in this episode that I was getting back from Ghosty. So Ghosty is one of the people that I went to visit. And Lefty has done some work and I can't wait to show you those pieces of video. So that should be coming up. I think within the next week, I should be able to have that out to you as well. So for now, welcome to my abode. I'm really liking how this is looking for now. Let's see what I can do. We're going to work on the living room area in the next decorating episode, and I will see you next time.